Hey guys, how's it going? This is the new daily challenge. It's called the Special Bunch. You start around 35 on Monkey Lane on hard with 0 cash. Ooh, interesting. And you have to use the provided agents to hold the balloons off until you can get some more powerful towers. And you can only have 8 towers maximum. Ooh, the coolest balloon destructionator ever, Crush Beast. Yeah man, you got your daily challenge accepted. That's pretty cool. Anyways, let's get started on the strategy a little bit, and then I'm going to go and talk about something kind of interesting. So I hope you guys aren't mad at me about that one. Anyways, let's get started here. The strategy calls for you to use 7 or 8 of these agents, and you start off with 9, which is kind of weird because you get 9 agents for some reason, and you can only put 8. So I didn't understand that, Crush Beast. If you could explain that to me, maybe I'd understand. But, I mean, since your daily challenge was so weird, I don't know what to say. Now, I'm not making fun of your daily challenge. It was kind of difficult. It was just weird to say at the least. I don't know how you thought of this, or why you would think of this. But anyways, I do have some pro special agents, so I'm sorry if I have pro special agents and you guys don't. I really can't help that. I can't make them go away. So, I'm sorry. I mean, just do your best, I guess. Anyways, I started off with pretty much all the special agents, but one of those little nut monkey squirrel guys, and angry squirrels, and those kind of sucked. And I used these, I forget, I don't even remember their names, meerkats, the camo meerkat guys, to pop really strong balloons in the front. If you put these guys on strong, they can actually act like a sniper, and to pop like rainbows down to like greens and yellows and crap, so those do really good. And then I used the beekeepers for my main popping power and balloons BTD5 for anything that might leak, or the really strong rounds like 46. And I basically just got a super monkey, and once I got the super monkey, it was just kind of like, oh, this is pretty simple. I mean, the only level you really have to watch out for is like 84 or something like that. The balloons BTD5 takes care of like level 50, and if you're having problems on level 49 or something like that. Also, you could stick with a cannon next to your ice if you're having a lot of problems with those balloons up there. So just think about that. You could just easily sell one of the meerkats or even your boomerang thrower and just get a cannon up there. That'll help you out so much. That's really all I got for the strategy, and what I'm going to talk about is something kind of weird. First of all, before I even talk about it, this is totally opinion, and this is coming straight off my head. I don't have it written down or anything like that. I didn't even think I was going to talk about that before I made the video. So I hope this is a good enough explanation of why I think this. Anyways, I'm only bringing this up because a little while ago, somebody, I said I don't believe in God in one of my videos a long time ago, and somebody said they unsubbed from me and was being very mean and rude to me because I didn't believe in God. And I think that's really rude. You're ignorant, and you should not be like that at all. If you do that, I'd just go ahead and unsub for me right now, because I'll just block you right away if you're going to be like that. You should not do that according to somebody's views. Whatever they think is their opinion, and let them think whatever they want to think. Now, on the other hand, even though you're going to let them think what you want to think, you still have your opinion, and I'm going to throw my opinion out there for you guys. So I'm not judging you or anything. You feel free to believe in whatever you want. But I'm just throwing my opinion out there, and if I can convert you or whatever just from me saying some stuff, that means there's obviously something wrong here, and there's a reason why you would easily change. So, first of all, do I believe in God? No, not at all. I think God is non-existent. I'm not an agnostic. I'm an atheist, and the difference between agnostic and atheist is agnostic don't know, and atheists believe there is no God. So I actually don't think I can't know. I think I do know that God doesn't exist. And I guess I'll bring up a couple quick arguments just against. Let's start off with one that's just against religion as a total. Any sort of God whatsoever. And then I'm going to go into something about like the Christian religion just a little bit. And hopefully the video isn't too long. Anyways, the first thing I usually say to try and disprove a God is, let's pretend there's an omnipotent God, which omnipotent means all-powerful. Now, most gods everybody think are all-powerful, so let's pretend like we're thinking of an all-powerful God. Now, an all-powerful God, first of all, I'm going to pretend like you guys are, I'm asking you guys a question. Can he make an immovable object, an object that can't be moved? So this God, of course, he's omnipotent. He can do anything. He's all-powerful. So, now, he made the immovable object. Now, can he move it? Well, of course he can move it. He's all-powerful. But doesn't that mean that it's not immovable? So, technically, he can't do that. Either he can not make it, which makes him not all-powerful, or he can't move it, which makes him not all-powerful. Now, the question isn't, would he do this? It's, can he do this? And can God make an immovable object forever? No. Can he move that immovable object? No. He can only do one or the other, which makes him not all-powerful. Therefore, all-powerful is imaginary. Now, you might bring up the point that God is out of the universe and therefore doesn't follow the logic that we follow. And now that just to me sounds like a cop-out, because if you don't follow logic, why should I follow you? That's like believing in something illogical. Why would I want to follow something that's illogical? That doesn't even make sense. So if he's out of our universe and he is an illogical being because he can do illogical things, then I don't want to believe in him. The next thing I want to bring up is just something that, like, Christianity, it just sounds terrible to me when you think about it like this. Now, Christians basically believe that if you are not a Christian, you're going to end up going to hell. So, if you're a Jew you're like an Muslim or something along those, anything, you're a Buddhist, you don't believe in Jesus and God, and you don't go to church every week, you're basically going to go to hell. And that's what they think. I'm not saying you're going to hell because you don't do this. No, that's what they think. Now, I just have to bring up the point. Let's imagine that you're a Jewish person being raised in a Jewish house. You don't even get informed about the Christian religion. You're just supposed to magically find out about the Christian religion. Now, let's say you're living in the 1940s and you're a Jewish person. Okay, you're raised up as a Jewish person who's, you're like 17 or 18. You really haven't gone out in the world yet or anything like that. And let's say you're in a really, really bad place in the world. You're in Germany. And now the Germans take you into a camp. And, well, let's just put it this way. If you are a Christian, you believe that those Jewish people, because they don't believe in the Christian God, are going to hell. And also, you know that God is all-powerful and all-knowing. So if God is all-knowing, he knew that these people that he is all-knowing, he knew what was going to happen to these people, and he knew that these Jewish people were going to be killed. So he knew this at age 18 or whatever. He knew that this was going to happen. So he knew that these Jewish people were going to go into concentration camps and get burned alive by the Nazis. Or gassed, for that matter. So not only did he pretty much, for the most part, burn Jewish people, then, because they're not Christian, he sent them to hell and let them burn for even longer. Now, if you ask me, that just sounds like complete ridiculousness. I don't know why you would want to believe in a God that could do something like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't understand it. I mean, I'm not trying to say, like, God is evil, but I honestly think if God exists, he must be evil. I don't understand how we can have these petty human emotions and still, let things like that happen. So, I mean, that's just a couple points I bring up. I mean, there's obviously a lot more that I could talk about, but I really am running out of time here for you guys. So, feel free to ask me questions in the comments. I don't mind. Please don't get in a giant religious debate with me and say, like, I'm an a-hole or something like that. I'm totally free for you guys to think of your own opinions or to try and say, like, oh, you're wrong and this is why. That's okay. But please don't flame me in the comments and say you're an a-hole, blah, 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 I hate you, because everybody's free to their own opinions. I don't want people to be mad at me just because they think I'm forcing something upon them. That's not it at all. I want you guys to decide for yourself. So, I mean, that's just a couple of them. I could go into more detail in a future video or something like that if you guys would like me to. I noticed probably a lot of my viewers are probably religious, so this might not exactly make you feel good about yourself to hear something like this, hear somebody talking bad about your religion. But I think you guys should think about things more, not logically, but fully, instead of just believing something your parents tell you. You shouldn't just believe everything people tell you, because people could tell you anything. Make thoughts for yourself and make ideas for yourself about what you believe and why you believe it. Why are you a Christian or why are you an atheist? And that'll make you a better person as a whole. And if you can debate with somebody and say, hey, this is why God exists, and this is why you shouldn't be an atheist, then do that. If you think that's right, do that and make people not go to hell. But now if you're just like, yeah, I don't really know why I believe what I believe, but I kind of believe it like this, you might want to explore other options, or at least look into it a little bit more so you're not. And if you really don't care, that's okay too. Just say, I don't care, but don't tell people they're wrong if you don't care. That's pretty much being ignorant. So that's really all I got to talk about today, guys. I hope this wasn't too harsh of a topic for you, and have a really nice day.